All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, you can lie to everybody, but you can never lie to your own self. And a lie once told becomes a burden that the teller carries around. The bigger the lie, the heavier the burden. That is exactly what is happening in the case of TINUBU and Mahmood Yakubu. Only both of them know the entire details of the fraud that took place on the 25th of February. And the burden is heavy on both of them. The weight of the February 25th manipulation is so much on Tinubu's shoulders that the whole world is beginning to feel it. Since May 29th, Tinubu has made several trips outside Nigeria, and many Nigerians have said that he does not exude the charisma, the aura of a president. The confidence is completely missing, and Nigerians believe it is due to the weight of the illegitimacy that he bears. I have overlooked this discussion for a very long time because I feel it wasn't an item worth the headline. But when I saw a video of Tinubu outside Nigeria today, I felt it was no longer a joke. I felt very embarrassed as a Nigerian watching that clip. But before I show that clip to you, let me show you this disgraceful video that gives a hint on how low the APC is taking this country. Now, after the Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello manipulated the gubernatorial elections in Kogi State, the SDP candidate, who is the rightful winner, went to court, and the tribunal that was set up gave the SDP permission to inspect election materials. APC Talks came out, made a video saying there was no need for the inspection of election materials, that election was free and fair. So we now have Talks publicly on a video telling the judiciary to end a case in this country. That is how bad, how useless and worthless the judiciary has become in the eyes of the APC. See the video.
Here this morning to address the press and everybody here that Kogi State is peaceful. The election we had, the INEC conduct free and fair election, and want to support what the INEC have done, that everybody should go peace in the society. We don't want problem. A lot of persons or individuals who want to access the INEC material, we don't want such individual to have access to it. What we are saying here today, the election is credible and free and fair. Anybody can go to election and lose. We want the society, the security agency, to help us talk to Ajaka. No individual is above the law. He cannot take law into his hand. We heard what he's trying to do to access the INEC office so that he can manipulate his way. Election has come and we have won. APC have won gallantly, and the society is peaceful. Yeah. We don't want problem in our society. The security agency, the message is clear. Talk to Ajaka and let him accept defeat. Thank you.
Your name, sir?
My name is Honorable Jimo Suleiman.
You heard him. Now, this one is not only a talk. I think he also has mental problem, because he said the SDP candidate should be told that no one is above the law. But he is the one saying a court order should not be carried out. So who is flaunting the law here? And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, "Mad people fool for APCO. So the SDP candidate should not have access to electoral materials used for the election. Even if the election is free, fair and credible, he still has right to go to court and access electoral materials. Come to talk of when the election is nothing to write home about. This one don't smoke skunk. Kondemu. I'm telling you, that guy is high." And this tweet by Omar says, "How did we get to this stage of electoral violence and barbarism? When has accessing the material that gave you victory become a problem? Why conducting election if it can't be free and fair?" My sister, if you ask me, who I go ask? This tweet by Mr. Loveday says, "I fear for this country what APC wants to turn this country into. You want him to accept defeat, but you don't want him to inspect the election materials. This is complete anarchy." And this tweet by Aliyu Abdullahi says, "Some people can bring shame to their families. For goodness sake, what is wrong in checking election materials when one party feels cheated?" I don't know. It is only with APC that one is a problem. This tweet here says, with youths like this in this country, you are doing yourself if you are not looking for means to leave Nigeria. I don't see any hope anywhere. And this tweet by Ibrahim says, they should not have access to election materials. Yet you want people to believe free and fair elections were conducted. I wonder. Festus Okunlola here says, interesting. This is what you get when illegitimacy reigns and the judiciary is corrupt. That is it. They have absolutely no regard for the judiciary. So it is now a war between judiciary and APC thugs. Because the thugs are basically saying, you people have been paid. Why are you wasting time? Go and sit down. Because they are thugs. They don't think straight. And that is what the judiciary have brought upon themselves. It will get to a point where judiciary will begin to even regret their actions against the people, because APC will become increasingly vindictive. Now, let me show you the video of TINUBU outside Nigeria that left me embarrassed. First, it was this picture. Look at where he is standing, as if he's not a president like others. And the lady who shared the picture wrote, look at this man. Does anything about him look presidential to you? Anything? Now, let's take a look at the video.
Majesty, Excellencies, all distinguished guests, if you wouldn't mind looking towards the media bank all at one time with a big smile, I'd be very grateful. Thank you so much.
She's blocking. I'm sorry, she's blocking the president of Nigeria. Sir, she's blocking the president of Nigeria. So can she move a little bit? Thank you.
Do we all have
Now, that was a photograph session with King Charles. And what happened during that session seems inconsequential, but actually it is not. Listen, you either have confidence or you don't. There is no way under heaven a confident individual, a confident president wouldn't have quietly told that woman she was blocking him. What was lacking there was clearly confidence. And this severe lack of confidence is induced by the weight of the illegitimacy that he bears. All the presidents in the world know the truth. They know everything about the events that transpired on the 25th of February. And because he knows that everybody is aware, the confidence is not there. He doesn't feel free. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Bob Banke says, they will continue to block the illegal president. And the funny thing is that Nigerians are not even pained. That is to tell you that when something is true, it is just true. There's nothing you can do about it. This one here by Frank Nero says, Omo, the insult and embarrassment that this man is receiving is one too many. The lion of Bodilon is now a chicken on the global stage. What a shame. It wouldn't have been like that if everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. And that is, we humans, we don't understand that when you struggle and you use all manner of illegal means to get something, at the end of the day, you will not enjoy it as you ought. And this tweet here says, this humiliation is getting too much. Imagine that woman. No? Anyways, that is what illegitimacy can cause. And this tweet by Blessed Man says, can't he talk? The woman did not even notice that a whole president was standing there. Stealing a car is not the problem, but can you drive it? Now, the last time I checked that video, there were over 3,000 comments on the video. And trust me, over 90% attributed Tinubu's behavior in that video to a strong lack of confidence, which of course emanated from the process through which he emerged. But honestly, it is almost impossible to commit that level of crime and not be low on confidence. It took the INEC chairman almost 5 months after the election before he could make a public appearance. Why? The confidence was missing. Well, Nigerians have seen it. This is the country we have found ourselves. Earlier today, former President Obasanjo was urging the youths to get up and take their country back. And like I said in that video, it is not an easy task for people to wake up and begin to ask that they want to take their country back. And for it to happen successfully, for it not to be a futile exercise, prominent men like Obasanjo himself would have to lead from behind. Nobody is saying you should come and stand in front, but you have to be the sponsor, because every successful protest needs sponsors. And that is what these prominent men that are coming out and telling the youths to get up and take their country back must do. They have a responsibility to lead the youths from behind. Anyway, make I leave them here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where una go like. Why? Because because of una, now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.